Everyone knows that things have been tense between Remy and Papoose for a while, and Remy even made some allegations against Papoose, claiming that not only did Remy cheat, but she also exposed their daughter to her affair partner. However, you know that it gets worse because the streets are now claiming that Papoose is determined to have full custody of that baby. This time it looks like we're about to witness the messiest custody battle ever over their daughter, Reminisce. Let's break it down, okay? For over 10 years, Remy Ma and Papoose were hailed as one of hip-hop's strongest and most resilient couples. Their love was the kind that people wrote songs about, a story of devotion, patience, and unwavering commitment in a world where fame often destroys relationships. They survived an 8-year prison sentence. That's because he exposed her for cheating on him, leading him to believe that she abandoned their daughter and left him to raise her alone. Public examination and music industry demands while maintaining a unified face. It was believed that Papo in particular was the epitome of loyalty, the type of man who disobeyed the myth that relationships in hip-hop are characterized by drama and short lifespans. Not with a lot of energy, but in recent years, scandalous claims of adultery have shattered their ostensibly unshakable marriage. Their once romantic tale has become an ugly public one due to heated fights and even accusations. How did we even get here, feud? How did two persons who appeared to be in a serious romantic relationship end up throwing? Let's examine the rise and fall of Remy Ma and Papoose's relationship in detail, starting with their early romance and ending with their shocking allegations that have left fans doubting everything they believed they knew. Before we get into the love story, let's talk about Remy Ma as an artist. She wasn't just another female rapper. She was a force in hip-hop. She was born Remy Ma Smith on May 30, 1980 in the Bronx, New York. Growing up in a difficult household, Remy saw directly how drug addiction affected her family and was compelled to. Remy's career really took off when she appeared on the smash hit Lean Back in 2004. Her razor-sharp delivery and self-assured flow demonstrated that she could compete in the male-dominated industry. Remy matured very quickly, frequently taking on the role of parent to her younger siblings, but she was tough, had a natural talent for rhyming, and quickly gained attention in the battle rap scene. Her big break came when legendary rapper Big Pun found her and took her under his wing. However, Fat Joe continued to mentor her after his death, making her an important member of his Terror Squad crew. Remy's life took an unexpected turn in 2007 when a dispute over money turned violent, and she shot a woman named Makita Barnes Joseph, whom she accused of stealing $3,000, but her 2006 album, Something About Remy, based on a true story, showcased her storytelling and lyrical abilities. The incident resulted in an 8-year prison sentence, ending her career just as she was starting to gain momentum. However, while mania believed her romantic life would end, one man, Paka, refused to leave her side. The more well-known Shamil Mackey is Papoose, a Brooklyn-born up-and-coming rapper who was born on March 5, 1978, has gained acclaim in the underground rap industry for his complex wordplay and socially conscious lyrics, but never actually reached mainstream super fame. Although Papoose's mixtapes demonstrate his unadulterated brilliance as a lyricist, his devotion to Remy Ma was what made him most famous. Papoose adored Remy Ma's strength, drive, and fearlessness. So when she was given a prison sentence in 2008, Papoose recognized that they were more than just a hip-hop fan. Remy Ma and Papoose met in the early 2000s and hit it off right away. Made a brave choice by proposing to her while incarcerated that same year. However, the wedding was called off after Papoose was accused of attempting to smuggle in a skeleton key that could have been used for escape. Despite the setback, he remained committed to Remy, visiting her frequently and fighting for her release for years. This is a rare sight in the industry, where men tend to move on when things get tough. But when Remy was finally released in 2014, he was waiting for her. She and Papoose wasted no time living their lives. Placed on hold, they became well-liked by fans after getting married and starting to participate in Love and Hip Hop New York. While the majority of couples on the show dealt with toxic breakups, cheating scandals, and public humiliations, Remy and Papoose stood out as a strong, loving couple. Fans praised Papoose's unwavering support for Remy, and their relationship was frequently cited as an example of Black love at its best. Their love story seemed even more complete when they welcomed their daughter, Remy Mackenzie, also known as the Golden Child, in 2008. Everything appeared to be perfect, but there were cracks behind the scenes. As we were starting to get to know one another, rumors surfaced in 2023 that Remy Ma was unfaithful to Papoose with battle rapper Eazy the Block Captain. Fans noticed that Remy and Pap, who had always been portrayed as a strong couple, were spending less and less time together in public, and the rumors escalated when G Gotti, a rap artist, called out Eazy the Block Captain in a live rap battle.
Found out you was in the help, that could really ruin your image. We're talking Barack and Michelle, Pap and Ren. That's us. Y'all the poster child symbol for Black love. We think it's how marriage is still at the go through stages. Every interview, he showed his admiration and tell the world how he think his woman the greatest. Held you down for 56 years.
Remy, who was also at the event, laughed it off nervously, but the damage was done soon after reports that Papoose had physically confronted Eaz backstage over the alleged affair surfaced. Eaz denied it and tried to keep a straight face, accusing fans of being messy and saying, "Y'all want something bad to happen to me so bad, of course. It's the same hating men and females, but y'all should get the story straight before y'all speak," in another tweet. He added, "I'm not mad about rumors. I'm not mad about false stories because being the person that I am, I understand. But when I see people like, I'm glad it was even possible." After I gave 2 Fs about no one being buddies, he eventually invited Papoose to come out and clear the air, adding that real guys do real things. I finally see that what happened to me was inappropriate. While it's easy to understand why Papoose would have confronted him as he did, Remy denied that Papoose did so at the time, saying, "I'd like to apologize to everyone that was disappointed tonight, because we couldn't get 3 full rounds from all of you. Papoose, please put an end to these rumors before I have an affair with the man's wife." The opposing parties I tried, but in a startling turn of events, Rai and Papo's relationship completely collapsed by 2024, making it impossible for them to pretend that everything was going well. Pap lies, saying there's no place like Chrome. I tried again, and I'll see you in August. Remy claimed that Papoose had been unfaithful to her with world boxing champion Clarissa Shields. She even circulated purported text exchanges between the two, suggesting that Papoose was never as faithful as he claimed to be. Remy also said that Papoose had threatened to release a private image. "He took your advice, Miss Shields, but not before I took a screenshot of our conversation." The woman who had never been unfaithful to him in 17 years was planning to ruin me with one of his women, the same woman who could have used my platform to expose you. I had all of your pictures and messages from women while I was away, and he was holding me down like a cyborg. He was going to say that he wrote my rhymes, so imagine that. If anything private was leaked about me, it was him, as he threatened that too. She denied being unfaithful to him at all asserting that she had been loyal during the writing of Papoose Shield. I'm a woman with only one boyfriend, just like I was a woman with only one husband. I'm a good woman at that. So why won't I keep making offers? He's never going to buy you anything because he believes he's the prize. He's a taker, not a giver, and I'm the one with the bag. Please stop playing with me because I'm not the enemy you want. In fact, I'm pleased, which is why your boyfriend is upset. Oh, and although you mentioned that you felt foolish, you also appear foolish. In response, Papoose said that Remy was the true unfaithful one and that he had been attempting to divorce her for years in a sense, deleting the post in which he accused her of being a narcissist and implied that she had been influencing how the public saw their marriage. He wrote, "It's sad to say that Remy is a narcissist. She chose to cheat repeatedly, and now that I finally moved on, she's playing the I've requested a divorce numerous times. She read the cloud card. Chase on social media, then act like adults. I would rather not engage in this social media nonsense for the sake of my 6-year-old daughter, who needs to go to school." As you can see, I remained silent throughout it all. "I'll never get anyone arrested again," he added. Falsifying text messages that you claim are from more than 10 years ago in order to fabricate a story and defend unfaithfulness is narcissistic behavior. Then came the most serious accusation. "You are the one who plays with the police, lying about history that happened in front of the world." Remy claimed that Papoose had physically assaulted her during a fight, and there had even been rumors that the police had been called to their house. She remarked, "Papoose, you forgot the pool never got finished being remodeled because you were attacking me in the garage and the workers called the cops for you to leave me." At this point, Papoose decided to finally clap back and admit for the first time that Remy had been unfaithful to him with Easy the block captain, even though she knew that he and EAS were actually friends. He also claimed that she had even put their affair over their 6-year-old daughter, saying that she spent Christmas curled up with Easy and leaving their daughter behind. He also admitted to having a relationship with Easy the block captain, saying that even though I was at home with my daughter last Christmas, this is where Remy was now that I had moved on. She's narcissistic, hostile, and fabricating lies. The last time I saw this, he was in a fetal position, and everyone saw it. I confronted him, and Remy Ma woke him up and went home with him for 4 days. I went home with my daughter, as you can see, and she couldn't wait to lie about it again, shaking my head. I tell her that we can divorce like adults, but she won't do that because I wouldn't lie and say I didn't confront this person. I had a confrontation with my husband. I confronted him because he shook my hand and then had an affair with my wife. But Remy denied the claims that he had abandoned their daughter on Christmas, saying that all he did was pretend that he looked fine in the background. He said that, "I've been asking you to leave, and it's less quietly divorced for years now, but you said this is the only way you," and that I tried to press me for money to have a smooth divorce. Leaving due to the public outcry, we can all agree that the marriage is over at this point. And for years, Remy and Pap were cited as evidence that true love could endure anything, despite their public personas. You know, I'm on social media, and you similarly use the morals I have because of my upbringing on the so-called gangster girl image against me. Fallout poses more profound queries regarding relationships in the hip-hop business, including the number of partnerships that have been plagued by unfaithfulness scandals, ranging from Jay-Z and Beyoncé to Offset and Cardi B. The strain imposed by power dynamics in fame, and even the most resilient couples struggled to survive under constant public scrutiny. But Remy and Papoose's split is especially painful because they were viewed as the exception to the rule. Pap was supposed to be the one who never cheated, and Remy was supposed to be the ride-or-die woman who never betrayed her man. While Papoose may continue to concentrate on his job, his reputation as the ideal husband has been damaged. Meanwhile, Remy will probably continue to pursue her career in music, but she may never completely be free from the shadow of this controversy. But wait, there's still more. You all recall how Papoose attempted to assert that. Rumor has it that he is now saying that Remy doesn't even see their daughter as frequently as she gave her fans the impression on social media. He allegedly spread rumors about her prioritizing her new relationship over her daughter, despite the fact that there are already rumors of her new man being unfaithful to her. Remy left them on Christmas to spend time with her partner. Word on the street claims that he is changing his divorce decree to grant him sole custody of their daughter, because he thinks she will be happier with him rather than Remy. I know this is more complicated than necessary, but do you guys think it's worth it? Do you think that Remy is not a good mother, as Papoose claims, or do you think that he is using their child to win cheap points against her? Let us know in the comments below, and then watch this next video.